This character was made with the help of various artists such as Smiley and SB. Coding assistance for some of the specials came from Gerbear, and credit to Rice who helped out with both. Hey everyone, it's Zeta. I'm here to introduce you to some of the characters today. For this section, we'll be focusing on none other than the star of the show, Kirby. Kirby's normals are how you might expect them to be, all taken from the Super Smash Bros. Series, behaving also how you'd expect them to as well. So, let's get to some of the more unexpected material. Forward Strong might give you deja vu, being based on the hammer flip. Much like its Smash counterpart, it doesn't cover a vast distance, but can act as an aggressive kill move when used in the right place and at the right time. But be careful, as missing it or using it at a bad time will leave you vulnerable. Down Strong, being based on the Staff ability, is able to cover more range than Forward Strong, just with less kill power in comparison, meaning your chance of failing to hit is reduced by a margin. Lastly, Up Strong, which comes with a deadly touch, covers a good range above Kirby, so while it won't cover in front of you, if you think sharp, it can deal some great upward knockback on opponents. Last but not least, his neutral special, Inhale. We'll just need a volunteer for this one. Yeah, that works. You can inhale almost anything, and if anything comes out, it gets spat out as a star. The interesting part happens when Kirby inhales an opponent. Wait, did something happen? I see, so if Kirby presses neutral special... There we go, a copy ability! When Kirby gains an ability, he'll receive one pre-based on a real ability, rather than obtaining custom abilities, either set up by the individual creator or with the URL number. Either way, he'll get an ability. Information on how to set these up will be found on Kirby's workshop page. Of course, there's far more to Kirby not shown, but we hope that gave you a dive into what you can get from the character. With all that said and done, on with the show! This character was made with the help of various artists such as Smiley and Triforce Riku, with coding assistance from Gerbear for specials and Rice for normals. Hello again everyone! For this section, we'll be focusing on GUI. While GUI's normals are fittingly... odd, they're not the focus of this section. Instead, we'll be looking at GUI's specials. For his neutral special, he'll harness a classic Kirby copy ability, Cutter. If you've ever played SB's Sir Kibble mod for Rivals of Aether, you'll probably have some deja vu, as its behavior is very similar to Sir Kibble's Cutter. For instance, you can hold special to hold it in midair, and even charge it into the Cutter GUI rings. Catch it on the way back so you can keep throwing it over and over again, or you can also just let it fly beside GUI. Down Special is a different kind of ability. Mimicking his pink pal, Gooey takes a bite out of the competition. Gooey isn't as skilled with eating as Kirby is, meaning that once Gooey eats an opponent, he cannot walk left and right, only turn in place. But in return, when Gooey spits out an opponent, they'll go much further compared to Kirby's inhale. However, that's not the only function of Down Special, for it can interact with the cutter Gooey rangs. He can throw it up, forward, or down, much like opponents. Doing so makes it travel towards a blast zone while powered up. And that's the gist of Gooey's specials. With that all shown, back to the show.
Hey folks, Vivi here. In this segment, we'll be focusing on Broom Hatter. This character was created with art and most of the code by Rice, while Vizard helped with coding the specials. Broom Hatter's moveset mostly involves using her mighty broom to clean her enemies. For her specials, she has assistance from the Dreamland 3 Animal Trio. For her neutral special, Broom Hatter makes a splash using Pitch. This move itself is a projectile, where Broom Hatter tosses out a giant bubble. However, charging the move allows for the projectile to go further. With forward special, Broom Hatter sweeps ahead with Nago. This move has Broom Hatter rush forward, bouncing up on hit for combo potential as well. With up special, Broom Hatter takes flight via Choo Choo. They'll both fly upward until Choo Choo disappears when Broom Hatter reaches the apex of the move. Using D special has Broom Hatter dust off the Friend Super Vac, the cleaning friend's ability from Kirby Star Allies, and races it overhead. After Broom Hatter throws out the Anglobal Vacuum Cleaner, its true purpose can be initiated. While the Super Vac is on stage, it remains stationary. Pressing D special while the Super Vac is grounded will have Broom Hatter strike a little pose. Then the Super Vac will remotely vacuum in front of itself like an inhale. The Super Vac comes with additional compatibility, such as being able to suck and throw Broom Hatter as well for some fun combos, and can be affected by F special to push it around, or N special to make it shoot 3 water orbs instead. Just note that it throws in the direction Broom Hatter was facing. With all of these moves, Broom Hatter will surely be able to sweep up the competition. But before we go on to the next reveal, here's another fighter to present.
This character wouldn't be possible without the help of Smiley and Artist of Seer for animation, and coding assistance from Artist of Seer, Harbage, Don GT, Garebear, and Raven. It's me again, Zeta. For this section, we'll check Wispy Woods out as he takes root. Wispy's moveset involves him using the Wrath of the Forest to attack his enemies. But his specials are where his archetype as a zoner is planted. For his neutral special, Wispy shoots out a small puff of air. It acts like Mario's Fireball, but comes with a bonus ability. By holding the move down, Wispy breathes in air and once done for long enough will be charged. Once the move is charged, when activated again, Wispy will blow a burst of air that not only damages opponents more, but also pushes opponents away, acting as a windbox. Unlike other Kirby characters, Wispy's own inhale attack isn't designed to pull the enemy towards him, but rather away from him. For his forward special, Wispy digs one of his roots underground, allowing it to travel across the stage for as long as the move is held. Once let go, Wispy stabs the root from beneath the earth of the stage, leaving opponents stumped. A flattering imitation of the Great King of Dreamland, Wispy leaps up into the air before crashing down roots first for his up special. For his down special, Wispy performs his other trademarked ability, dishing up apples. Wispy violently shakes an apple from his branches. Once the apple drops, it slowly bounces across the stage until acted upon by another force. Its behavior is much like King Dedede's Gordo, but can be influenced by other forces, such as how Wispy uses neutral special on an apple. It's able to be pushed forward into rolling like a bowling ball. With all these connections to King Dedede, maybe he should try branching off for a change. Wispy Woods is a force of nature as a zoner, so show the world that you're all bark and no bite. That seems to be all of the characters I was assigned to, but I hope you enjoy what's to come nevertheless.
This character was a group effort with the Smash Waffle, Spider Boy, and Ghostabo handling animation, while the Smash Waffle coded the fighter. Hey folks, Vivivinya here once more. In this segment, we'll be booting up some information on Susie. Susie as a fighter has quite a bit going for her, but perhaps it's best we look at her at a surface level with her base specials. Her neutral special is the Hultman Works Company Blaster, where she'll rapidly fire non-flinching bolts of energy that can rack up damage. Forward special, Transporter Burst, launches her forward, and can be charged to launch her further, while up or down can be held to move her at 2 other angles. Hitting with this move allows Susie to cancel out of the move with an attack or jump, and she can dodge out of the charging state to store what she's built up. Her up special, Transporter Launch, works quite similarly to forward special, and it even shares a charge. However, Susie will be sent into freefall at the end of the move, so use it wisely. Susie's down special is where things begin to deepen. For this move, she suits up into her powerful Business Suit. The Business Suit has 4 normal attacks and 3 specials to its disposal, all of which can be used anytime and anywhere on stage. The suit's neutral special is Cyclone Spin, which makes its arms spin around it like a deadly tornado. It can jump during this move, and in the air it will slow its descent. Side special is the Drill Bit Launch, where it will launch 2 explosive drill bits diagonally forward. Holding down during the move startup will make the drill bits fly at a more downward facing angle instead, which is good for mix-ups and hitting things off ledges or close by. Up special is Drill Slam, where the suit rises a good distance into the air before slamming down upon anything in its path. Holding down during the move will make it pass through platforms. Susie can exit the Business Suit by either pressing down special again to stow it away, or shield to jump out of the suit and leave it idle. One thing to note is that the suit's power will deplete when specials are used or when it takes damage both in idle and when it's being used. You can keep track of this via the meter above her HUD, which should look quite familiar to some. Be careful not to let damage be the reason the suit's power runs out though, for it'll explode and deal immense damage and knockback to Susie and anyone else too close to her. However, destroying the suit in idle by herself, either through attacks or holding down special long enough, can give Susie a good stage control option, which can allow for easy damage and KOs. While there's much more to Susie, I hope that this was enough to get an idea for her as a fighter. Until next time, we'll be signing out.
Okay. This character was animated and coded by Harbage12, with the portrait created by Artist of Seer based on a sketch from the Smash Waffle. Hey everyone, Zeta here, and in this section we'll be giving praise to the King of Dreamland, King Dedede. Much like his pink rival, King Dedede's normals are how you'd expect them to be, taken from the Super Smash Bros. Series, with the exception of Jab's finisher. The moves taken from Smash act exactly like you'd expect them to. King Dedede's Inhale is able to inhale opponents, certain projectiles, and his forward special. King Dedede's forward special also behaves like its appearance in the Super Smash Bros. Series. However, in comparison to its Smash version, it's quicker, more aggressive, and not colored black. Rather, they're colored based on the HUD of the player, so if King Dedede is being played by player 2, they'll be colored blue instead, and so on and so forth. King Dedede's up special, as you'd expect by now, also behaves like its appearance in the Super Smash Bros. Series. It's a high jump towards the top, and then a slam downwards into the ground. Lastly, King Dedede's down special, as you expect by now, also behaves like its appearance in the Super Smash... Gotcha! Nope. Instead, Dedede places a drum from his sub-game turned spin-off, Dedede Drum Dash. As you can see, Dedede can jump on the drum various times until it breaks. However, it has many more uses than just that. For instance, placing another drum, which if combined with the use of Dedede's up special, makes it even more powerful. But even then, there's one more tool for it. You can angle the drum left or right during the startup, which combined with the use of Dedede's Gordos, allows for Dedede to bounce the Gordo into another direction while either keeping or take back control of the Gordos. Oh, and how could I forget? If you press parry and taunt at the same time, you can become Masked Dedede. It's merely cosmetic, but you have to admit that it makes you feel more powerful. With that, I've discussed all of my sections for the character presentations, but I hope you stick around for the final chapter of the Dream Collection presentation. Goodbye!
This character was formed by two members of the project, with Artist of Seer animating and coding most of the character, while Vizard handled the specials. Hey folks, Vivi Vinya here one last time for the final newcomer segment. It's none other than Dark Matter itself. Dark Matter is a heavy yet floaty fighter who fights by the blade. But it's got more tricks up its roads than just a mere sword, for it's ready to fight with all sorts of tricks. Dark Matter's neutral special involves it creating a shadow ball, which travels across the stage like various other projectiles. The only key difference is that Dark Matter's shadow ball can be hit by an opponent's physical attacks and travel back to them, which repeats until one party gets hit, parries it, or something similar. For its sub-special, Dark Matter has a Zelda or Mewtwo-inspired teleportation recovery, in which Dark Matter warps away in an aura of darkness, which can be angled in various directions. Its down special is rather interesting. Dark Matter's eye glows red as it starts spewing blobby orange orbs that form a swarm around Dark Matter, but its full power is only possible once a maximum of 4 are created. Once at least one is formed, Dark Matter is able to press down B again to launch them forward. In the case they hit an opponent, they are then encased in a swarm of Dark Matter's orbs until they home in and explode onto the player. Forward special comes with many abilities some would consider unnatural. Dark Matter creates a shadow spawn that travels forwards across the stage until let go. Once the special button is released, the dark blob opens an eye and becomes a Dark Matter minion. This creature can interact with a few attacks. If you activate a strong attack, it will then shoot a blast of energy from its eye, like a mini F-Strong but in 3 directions. If you use forward special, it destroys the minion, causing it to combust into darkness. Up special does something similar, but if you're in range, it allows you to teleport on top of it, allowing you to save yourself. If D special is fully charged, then the mini matters will evolve to form a shield of orbs around them, which act as saw blades and deal multi-hitting damage. Dark Matter is a force to be reckoned with, so you must be prepared for whenever it strikes. With that, we've discussed all the characters for the project, but we hope you stick around for the ending. Goodbye!
Hello everyone, I'm KurtDog420, one of the film editors of the Dream Collection presentation. I'm here to show you all the release dates for each pack in this collection, starting off with the following. Kirby will puff into the workshop immediately after this presentation. Gooey will stick to the workshop tomorrow. Broom Hatter will clean up the workshop on July 26th. Stage Pack 1 will enter the Rivals Workshop on July 27th. Wispy roots his way into the workshop on July 28th. Susie will be inputting her data into the workshop on July 29th. Stage Pack 2 will enter the Rivals Workshop on July 30th. The King will make his grand return to the workshop on July 31st. Dark Matter will overshadow the workshop on August 1st. We absolutely appreciate everybody's patience for this, and now we hope you enjoy our releases.